Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining this session on building collaborative leadership to support students with autism. My name is Megan Gifford, and today our focus is on empowering administrators, teachers, support staff, and community stakeholders to work together for a more efficiently support for students with autism. As some of you know, supporting students with autism requires confidence, collaboration, and commitment to shared leadership. Today, our goals include exploring research-based strategies to enhance collaboration and advocacy, and building a more inclusive learning environment for students with autism. We will also be learning how to empower school staff to learn as a united. Before diving in, let's take a moment to reflect. I want you to imagine a school where every student feels understood, supported, and successful. What does this environment look like to you? Let's take a moment to listen to some educators and support staff describe what a successful environment looks like to them.
As an elementary school librarian, my mission is to cultivate a library environment where every student feels welcomed, supported, and empowered to explore the joy of reading. This commitment involves implementing thoughtful accommodations to ensure that students with disabilities can fully participate in library activities. I do this by creating an accessible physical environment, diversifying and adapting the collection, implementing inclusive instruction strategies, and fostering an inclusive library culture. By integrating these accommodations and strategies, the library becomes a nurturing space that acknowledges and celebrates the unique abilities of every student. It's a place where all children can develop a love for reading and learning, laying the foundation for lifelong success.
Creating a school where every student feels understood, supported, and successful starts with relationships. When students know that we see them not just as learners, but as actual people, they begin feeling safe enough to take risks and grow. This also means meeting students where they are. That includes providing scaffolds, support such as accommodations, honoring their language and backgrounds, and setting high expectations because we truly believe that they can achieve them. We also build success when we work as a team. So that means the general education, special education, specialists, families, we're all united around one goal. When we lead with empathy, teach with purpose, and listen with intent, we create a school where every child knows that they belong and that every voice matters.
When students walk through our school doors, it is important to greet them and ensure that they know we are happy they are here. Ensuring they feel safe and welcome is vital in creating a positive and safe environment. Getting to know students personally helps us make connections and build relationships with them. Promoting the culture of learning is also vital for a successful and positive environment. It gives me great pride seeing former students doing great things in our world, knowing that I may have played a small role in their success.
This video captures the essence of what we aim to achieve. Environments where students with autism are not just included, but they are truly valued and supported. Educational supports create inclusive environments, often starting with the right educational supports. Here are some key approaches. Transitional programs and vocational education services. For example, Project Search is a successful program that provides real-world work experiences and training for students with disabilities. This program focuses on building crucial skills and career readiness in adulthood. It is important that we allow students to have input on their transitions and their adulthood. By having a self-led inventory, students are able to build on life skills that will create more opportunity for their future. Another area is academic tutoring and specialized instruction. Academic tutoring and individualized instructions give students with autism the opportunity to learn skills that meet their diverse needs. This also gives them opportunity to build on the strengths they have and gather skills in areas that they may be weak in. Programs like the Wilson Reading Program and Orton Gillingham help students with autism develop strong fundamental literacy skills while specializing math support programs like Touch Math Peer mentor programs are a great way to build meaningful relationships within the community and practice appropriate social interactions. Supportive technology tools like the AAC device provide students with opportunities to communicate in social interactions to become successful within the community and working environment. It is not uncommon to have communication needs when you have autism. However, there are a lot of assistive technology and a lot of tools that we can help provide these students so that they can communicate in a way that allows them to get their wants and needs out. Employment and job resources. As students prepare for life beyond high school, employment and job training becomes essential. Pre-improvement transition services allows students with autism to have an individual buy-in. This allows them to have input on the types of jobs or the types of skills that they enjoy or that they would like to pursue in the future. Pre-employment transition services, such as the vocational rehabilitation services and local partnerships, offer work-based learning that helps students gain work experience after and before graduation. Opportunity for real-life job experiences, such as Amazon and Microsoft, have created specialized internship programs for neurodiverse individuals, providing meaningful real-life work experiences. Organizations like Project Hire or Goodwill offer job coaching and ongoing employment support to ensure long-term success. Having supported employment services allows students with autism to work at a pace that is allowing them to learn job skills while also adapting to the environment. Life skills training and daily life skill classes focus on the essential care of self-care and household managing skills. Providing literacy programs and budgeting workshop give students with autism the tools like My Money Coach. These programs help students with disabilities learn and manage their finances. Transportation assistance and travel training helps individuals with disability learn and to navigate transportation. Independent living centers provide support for students. Organizations such as ARC help individuals with disabilities. The end goal for educators and family members are to have students be as independent as possible and be able to live an independent life while being an active member of the community. In order to do so, we need to make sure that they know how to do things like fill out a resume, complete a living application for an apartment, deposit checks, and budget your checkbook. These are all things that they could have some assistance with, but the more skills that they know, the more independent they're able to be. Ways the community and social connections can help students with autism is beyond academics and employment. Recreational clubs and programs such as Special Olympics, Best Buddies, and Unified Sports provide social interactions and physical activities. Family support groups and community events such as Autism Speak often host local support groups and family events. Volunteer opportunities and community involvement events are great ways to get students with autism involved in meaningful social interactions. Social interactions and volunteering can be something that could be difficult for students with disabilities as well as students with autism. Having them as involved in the community, whether that's volunteering, that's Special Olympics, being part of different recreational clubs or boys and girls clubs, these all give students opportunities to interact in a positive way. To keep this momentum going, we need to think of some future collaboration opportunities. Thus, consider these ongoing collaboration strategies. Regular community roundtable and networking events, creating ongoing dialogue among stakeholders, online resources and digital communication platforms, centralizing resources for easy access. Professional development for educators and service providers to continuously learn and improve outcomes for students with autism, and joint advocacy efforts working together to identify and address community needs. There are many locations here in Wyoming that do not have the level of support for autism that other towns or communities have. That doesn't mean that we can't support our families and our students with autism. That means that we need to step up as a community and help support and bring awareness to our communities. Word of mouth is a big way to spread information about autism. Also, having our local business support and being able to create resources for our families and community members that are easy to access will help us get that support out and help us get the information out to our community. One way that our schools can help is to have information about autism on our school or district websites. We have started to have several autism programs within our district. There's no information for families to understand the purpose of these programs or what the district is trying to do to support these students. And so I think our district, having support from our district and having this information for families will help us support our community and our students in a much higher way. Our next steps are baby steps compared to where we can be. I'd really like to get digital resources out to the community, to different stakeholders, to schools, to administrators, and provide that staff development to educators, service providers, and administrators so that students with autism are truly supported in the way that they can learn. Inclusion is a big part of learning, and being part of a community that supports inclusion is so important to students with autism. As we conclude this presentation, I want you to think about what your next steps are. As we wrap up, I encourage you to share this information within your networks and consider how you can continue to support students with autism in the most meaningful ways. Thank you so much for your time and your commitment in supporting students with autism. Together, we can build a stronger and more inclusive community.